guys the watch together link, don't I? Because that's how I'm doing things now. Because every bot is just dying on Discord for music.
Yeah. Is live. Got it.
Oh, the notification actually went out?
No,
I love that.
I'm nowhere near my phone right now.
Oh, well.
It just says you're live.
Here's a watch together room, though.
Okay.
What was the watch together room for again?
For the music.
For music.
For the ambiance.
The ambiance.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to sit in silence, okay.
I'm going.
You're totally welcome to if that is what you want. You're like, I don't like music. I don't want ambiance and dark dungeon sounds.
I
Yeah,
don't
like,
remember.
Here, I'll just mouth percuss for you. I am a bard after all.
Oh, God.
Maybe maybe you need to level up a little bit.
Sure. Snickers are blessed. That's standard. What was it called?
I don't remember. I just changed her to a beatboxer. My mouth is my instrument.
You had a lute and a lyre.
Yeah, that.
And
okay,
you were saying at one point you might want to make it a story bit that you tie strings between your horns to play it.
Oh yeah. That's a spoiler. Jesus. On your on your stream. So it has the wrong characters. Yeah.
Oh my god, it does.
D&D on a bit.
Oh, and I said we should have checked that too. Interesting.
Yeah.
The one for the Twitch thing I was changing right now, but the one on OBS is more important here. I'd rather change that if we can.
Yeah. Let's see.
So let me go.
So I still have. Let's see if this works. Okay, maybe if I change the link.
I think I need to just change your link.
No, because when I click on Discord reactive images, it's our.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Even if it was the link for Snickers. So let me.
Wow, so it carries over? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, tell me once you get the new link then. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go to the extension settings. How are the rest of you guys doing, though? How are things going?
Pretty good. I see that the new season of Demon Slayer is out, and all the fan art is starting again.
Oh, is it out? Oh my god, I didn't even know.
Well, I'm
so behind, dude.
Season, but yeah.
I
still have to see the movie.
The movie is part of the new season, so you don't have to really watch the movie. And they included new material and content.
Oh, fun. Okay.
More backstory.
Yeah.
More backstory.
It should be this one, right?
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Let me go. Oh, it's already updated for you. I didn't even have to put it in.
Awesome, because let me do it. I did the wrong photos.
Did the wrong photos?
I did the speaking one as inactive.
I need to push it up a little bit.
There we go.
How have you been, Euro? It's been a hot second.
Good.
I'm glad.
How's your voice today?
Good. I actually haven't had a problem whatsoever.
Told you.
Oh.
When did you tell me this?
Hey, Otakon. Okay, so now that we have all of that squared away, everyone's got their characters, we got our music going, and we're back in session. Does anyone want to give a quick recap? What do you guys remember from your last session? Where you were? How you met this man?
We decided to spare the life of the evil robot Terry.
Yes, the absolute terrorist that is that machine.
Yeah, terrorist even. And he took us to this place. We're looking at the tower. The whole purpose of the campaign.
True. It is at least the namesake of the campaign.
Yeah. And we met this person, and he came out of the shadows.
Yeah. You guys were just coming up to the door, and he sort of swung wide the gate, and just barely met you. So we'll start with there. Also, hey Nami, hope you're doing well. As he opens the wide mahogany doors, tall in stature, a small, frail man bent over in a gnarled posture comes to greet you, wearing this mask. And he says,
"Ah, you're finally here, I see. Well, come inside then, if you must."
and he turns around without a second thought and starts walking inside, seemingly oblivious to whatever choice that you guys would want to make. Will you go in after him?
Actually, Snickers would like to sniff him.
He has already turned around by this point. You can try and run after him.
I mean, does he not leave a lingering scent, like a perfume or something?
Oh, okay. When you say sniff him, I assume like you're up on his body sniffing. You're trying to recognize his scent.
So I will sniff the air in which he walked on.
Okay. He is not wearing perfume per se, but he is wearing you can get a sort of scent of lilacs with other various citrus like oranges and lemons mixed in there. And you can also smell a small scent. Roll for me on this one. What would even be a thing for sniffing?
Investigation?
I need to get an investigation. Sure. I'll give you investigation.
Perception. I mean, I could do whatever.
I was trying to think it should be like a nature-based thing, but okay, investigation is a 9. You're able to smell lilac and various citrus. You're not able to catch up on anything else.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, though, he has walked in without you guys. Would you like to do anything?
Where's Terry during this? Is he behind us?
Terry is right behind you guys.
Okay, I say Terry goes first.
Okay.
Oh no, what is this?
Why is Terry here?
As a quick refresher from last session, Terry said
I
that
know why he's here, but like, why is he here now? Like, let's get rid of him. Fuck.
If you want, you can tell him, "Yo, fuck off," I guess.
No. I like Rill's idea. Terry should go first into the tower.
He can prepare himself. We don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know who this guy is.
Cecil will start walking in.
Okay.
All right.
Cecil starts walking in. Terry, not being told anything, watches Cecil leave and then starts following him.
Okay. And then Real follows after.
Okay.
The Snickers will be Vanguard.
Vanguard's at the front.
Snickers will not be Vanguard.
Snickers will be Caboose.
Snickers will be Caboose.
Okay. So you guys make your way into the tower. Cold marbled stone greets you with nary a sign of life. No plant sticking out of the ground, no sign of greenery, just cold marbled stone. And it's when you walk in just a little bit that you get into the main hallway. And as the shadowed man with the odd golden mask turns the corner, and you're left by yourselves for a brief moment, you feel a large pain suddenly enter your heads. You can feel it tugging at the very souls of fabric that hold you together. And voices start to speak to you. And they say, this is a thing where it might be better if you tune into the stream for this, because I didn't test if Discord will be good with this. And Discord is also very, very mean to me when I try and do my voice mods.
Okay.
But here I'm going to go in, and if it really doesn't work, I'll just repeat it.
White pearls stained by red iris. The opened oyster itself become fires. Leave your insides by the door. Never trust the fox. We hold the key, while you see the logs. We've risen, remnants of the isn't, stuck within a schism. Half-reflected architecture, and endless carpet prisms. You hear our words, but you forget. It's up to you to rewind the cassette. Rewind, remind, rebind, refined, red blind, mankind, resigned. The name of the sound, all you wish is to be crowned. Tell us, show us, imbibe us. How do you say insane? How do you stay bloodstained? Breaking the first, the second, the third, the fourth wall, fifth wall, floor, no floor. You fall. We stand around while you droop. You use us and cut us while we beam. We hide in the seams. We gnash at the chains. We pierce through the retention of the grains of the brains. Repeat the word. Repeat the word. Repeat the word. The hole in your room is a hole in you. You came and we let you in through the hole in you. You have always been here, alone, together, smiling, hurt. You want to listen. You want to scheme. You want to sting. You want to smirk. You don't want to be.
And as these voices ring in around in your head, drawing at everything that you are, you feel yourselves buckled over, and it's a terror just to stand up straight. And as you look around at the walls, you can see these words etched in the very cold stone fabric of this building. Large, ominous statues stand watch over you, daggers drawn. But seemingly as watchguards to your pain.
That was some pretty good slam poetry.
If I could get a couple like snaps around, that'd be really cool. I worked hard on that, you know. I got my beret.
Snap, snap.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm snapping.
As these words still echo around in your head, you make your way around the corner. Not exactly sure what to make of what you've just been informed of, or at least this new information that's come. And yet a stranger sight still comes to greet you as you make your way to the Great Hall entrance. A large spiraling pillar makes its way up the tower, up into the sky, where the tower still builds itself. And at every level, you see large, spiraling, branching paths of staircases worm their way out from the center, attaching themselves to various parts of the tower, to various floors. You can see that these stairs slowly move, always attached at the center, but that their entrance point from the perimeters of the building constantly shift and move up and down to various new ports, and the stairs twisting themselves obediently to whatever master obeys them. It is here, then the better light, you come across the man who let you inside. He's wearing a golden fox mask with wild billowing hair spilling out of the back. He wears plain robes adorned with a small orange pattern, and it seems that he's working his way at some kind of machinery at the center. He's already seemed to have ignored your presence, immediately going back to his work. And that's after a while, you notice that with him not coming to greet you anymore, a small girl jumps up her way to you. With arms spilling out of her hat.
God. Sorry, go ahead.
just
Fucking,
the oh god.
I have opinions.
Okay.
The arms.
Oh, I didn't see the arms at first. I really like that. That's cool.
Well, you
As
can
she-
shake it up.
As she walks up to you, she comes bearing a small childlike grin and goes, "Oh, hello there. Are you new guests? Did Kark bring you in?"
Technically, isn't everything she do childlike, considering?
More or less playing into the childlike. Also, sorry about this. These are just flats for today. You're gonna get shading later.
It's okay. Will the shading drastically change her appearance? Will she have 6 arms?
Yeah.
She'll have 20 arms.
Oh my god.
That's what happens when you shade.
When 20 arms. Yeah, when creating this character, Zurg actually rolled a d20 and got a nat 20, so that's how many arms the characters have.
You know, that's just how I do character creation.
I really like this. I mean, besides the... Okay. I don't like the character's look because of personal reasons, but look! I love the fucking arms out of the hat. That's so fucking cool.
It is. I think she doesn't have arms for, like, from her tunic flesh or whatever.
Yeah,
Would
I
you
was
like
gonna
to... She's just standing there expectantly at you right now.
Yeah,
Oh, we're
yeah.
just-
Time is paused at the moment. We're discussing.
Yeah, no worries.
How do I zoom in? Hold on.
ask. Oh my god.
Snickers would like to sniff her?
God damn it.
Okay, do you walk up to her and sniff her?
No, I sniff from where I am.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check. This is how we'll do your sniffs from now on, since this is becoming a thing.
In the meantime, Cecil shoots a slight look of disapproval.
At who?
Who do you think?
Okay, with a 7, you're not very good at your investigation rolls, unfortunately. You keep relying on your nose, and it doesn't give you much.
No, it doesn't.
You can smell a lack of smell from her. Almost as if there isn't a smell being emanated from her.
Creepy.
And as you sniff and sort of give I suppose, a look of disapproval at your lack of knowledge you gained, she'll look at you and go, "You know, I suppose it's probably a little rude if you just sniff me before even telling me your name."
Real would like to ask Terry. Terry, do you know who these people are?
Are you doing this in like a whispered tone, or is this just out
Yeah,
loud
oh,
while they're
yeah.
in front of you?
Whisper,
Okay.
sorry.
So while
Okay.
Real is doing that,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like introduce myself and apologize for Snickers being Snickers.
And as you say that, and Terry hears some news to him, he will pipe out quite loudly, not being able to whisper, and go,
Oh,
No, Rill, this unit is unaware of any of these new entities. Catalogs,
So-
however, Kark was heard as one registered username.
and at that, the small girl will pipe up and go, "Oh yes, Kark is the man who should have let you in. By the way, my name is Genoa. It's a pleasure to meet you." And she looks to Cecil and goes, It's been a while since I suppose any of us have been around people. It's okay if we're not exactly at our best societal standards here. What brings you to the tower, however?"
Snickers whispers to Rill. Terry not good at being down low.
Were you gonna say subterfuge?
No.
Real just shakes her head in dismay. And whispers, "Fucking Terry."
It's
This fucking guy.
Yes.
You hear a voice behind you go,
If you have complaints with this unit would have them told to its face.
Cecil sighs and says, "Yes, forgive us. They're not from around here. We are simply here on business."
"Oh, business. Oh, that's understandable. We're here on business as well. We're not from around here either. And as she's about to continue speaking, Kark pipes up from his whatever machine he's working on and says, "Genoa." Or no, actually,
How do you spell that?
Yeah, is it Jin?
Genoa.
With a J?
We don't discuss why we're here. We know why they're here. They're from the government. They're Bredorian. That's all we need to know. And they don't need to know anything else. Get back to work.
Quickly out of character, Genoa is Genoye.
Wait, do it again.
Genoye.
O-Y.
And Kark is Carke.
Dang it, I put K.
C-A-R.
Ke.
K. Okay, Kark. Alright, okay, cool.
And as Kark speaks up and sort of reprimands Genoa gets a little bit of a sullen look at her face and says, "Sorry about that. We're here on important business. We should get back to it. I'm not exactly sure what the Bredorian government needs to be doing here, but if it can be of any assistance, let me know." And she turns around and she starts to turn around. If you want to speak to her, though, you can.
Yeah. So Snicker pouts as Kark because she wanted to know more about them. And then does come back look at her, Genoa.
She turns around and goes, "Yes?"
I'd like to know more about you, Snicker says in Tasmanian.
So, she hears this and goes, I'm sorry, I don't speak Yol." And she looks to the others and goes, do any of you know what she said by chance?
Nope.
Well, unfortunate.
I'll translate for you. She said Snickers said she would like to know more about you.
Oh, Snickers is her name. My name is Genoa. I'm afraid I might not be able to really tell you much more about myself. As a lot of me is, or a lot of what we're doing is classified here. I would have to be given leave in order to tell you anything. But you can call me Genoa. Oh, my hat. Yes, this is it's a wonderful invention that has helped me overcome a couple of obstacles since. And then she twists her body back and forth, showing that her sleeves twist from side to side, nothing within them. It helps me, get around from the day. It requires a little bit of magic to sustain, but well worth the effort for what it provides, And you can see the hands sticking out of the hat sort of recede a little bit, going up to her face, and they caress it very softly before reaching back out, cracking their knuckles, and then getting back to full form.
Can I do an investigation check? To see if I can discern what might be going around us?
Sure. So when you mean around you, what do you mean? Like you're trying to see what's happening with the staircases, what's happening with the general building being built, or?
With the machine that Kark was on currently.
Okay. A 24.
Wow.
What the hell?
Okay. From 9s and 7s to a 24. I get to start spilling some info now. This is great. So, with a quick glance, Rill, you're even though you have no history with machines, you can tell that this machine is connected to a central hub of sorts. It is at the base of this central pillar, connecting to all of the staircases. And it seems odd magical lights peer back at Kark, reflecting off of his golden mask, the red sheen in his lenses. And he's pressing odd stone tablets together, attaching things, connecting them to how they be. And as they do, nothing really seems to be happening. It's more like an engineer working on a diagnosis of a certain machine.
I'll ignore that.
And Cecil attacks. It seems that these odd flashing magical lights spilling forth from it read information of sorts. You can see it flashing in a multitude of languages, from Common to Draconic to Yol to a bunch of others that you're not exactly sure of. It seems to be speaking in every language possible, and Kark is specifically working on one of the panels that seems to have empty slots within it. And he looks puzzled as he does.
Okay, since you said it had various languages popping up, what would I roll to see if I was able to see if I was able to read it?
Okay, so you're trying to read only the languages that you can understand. There's no way to roll, to suddenly know other languages.
Well, yeah, but I meant...
So, but with you could give me another perception. You can give me a perception check to see what you're able to quickly perceive as you look around.
Okay.
14. You're able to understand in Common... actually, wait, I need to do a quick roll. Okay. You're able to understand in Common, Druidic, Elvish, and Yol that it is various incantations of what you just heard earlier in the hallway, spilling forth from this machine.
Nuts.
Genoa, meanwhile, looks to the rest of you and goes, "Well, I'll leave you to your business then. I have work that I must be accomplishing. There's a couple more of us around, but they're on expeditions, but you might come into them in the future. Just let them know that Kark let you in and they probably won't attack you." And she turns around and starts heading to her work. You see her helping out Kark at one of the tablets over at the machine.
When I was looking at her, did I notice if she had actual arms?
Oh, no, she showcased earlier that she does not have actual arms. Okay. She twisted her body back and forth, showing that the sleeves just sort of flow to and fro.
Would we connect that? Wait, no. Okay, Snickers wants to go up to Kark and ask, like, Veil Lord, ?
Okay. So as you walk up to Kark, and I suppose sort of cock your head to the side, look up at him and go, "Veil Lord?" His head will snap in your direction. And he'll look down at you. And he'll pause for like a good second, sort of just taking in what you are, before replying,
"No, small Yol. I am not a Veil Lord. Nor do I plan to be. Now leave me be. My work is important."
Real will usher Snickers over to her and Cecil away from Terry's listening range and let them know of what she discovered in looking at the machine.
Okay.
Cecil processes this information.
Snickers?
Oh, my internet cut out, so I had to switch to my phone.
Oh boy.
Oh no! Are you all good?
Yeah.
Are you still in the game and stuff?
No, I have to probably reset my laptop.
Oh no!
What was the response to the Veil Lord thing?
Oh, to the Veil Lord thing. He said, "Here, let me go back to it. This makes sense why you didn't respond." I was like, "Okay, that was just how she's taking it."
No, little Yol, I am not a Veil Lord, nor do I wish to be. Now leave me be. My work is important.
Workaholic. And she scampers off back to Rill.
Okay, and then Rill brought you and Cecil over out of Terry's earshot to explain what she saw,
Okay.
and that gets you all caught up.
Yeah, I believe those machines are what's causing whatever that headache was really.
Cecil shoots a dirty look at Terry.
Okay,
That's it.
let me roll a quick thing. No, he doesn't notice.
God.
You just see Terry's body sort of just humming and slowly just all the various different parts of him misaligned, vibrating out of sync with each other as he just looks on ahead over at the machine at the center pillar.
Preparing robots.
Well, guys, mission done. Let's go back to Brador.
Oh my god.
We did it.
As a
I would
quick
like
aside.
to investigate.
Oh yeah. What would you like to
Yeah.
investigate?
Oh no, like in general, not to roll.
Oh, okay. You're more than welcome to. What would you like to investigate?
Well, no, Snickers nods in agreement, like, well, hey, and then switches to Minotaur so they know what she's saying. Is like, yeah, we just got here. I'm tired. Can we rest?
Oh, rest. Yes.
Resting. I'm not against this idea.
Uh-huh.
I mean, where would we even rest? You guys want to rest in here? That seems troublesome.
I'm used to outdoors and resting on the ground.
I think this is slightly different than you sleeping outdoors.
It's called camping.
My point still stands.
Okay, then let's just go back the way we came in.
Yeah.
As you're discussing this, you'll hear Kark pipe up from over in his central computer, not looking over at you, merely just speaking loudly into the air. And he says,
You don't need to hide in whispers and unanswered languages. I can understand all that happens around here. If you're wishing for a place to sleep, there are places you can rest at our base camp, or you can go over to Warrington.
Fuck this.
The choice is yours. They're both available, but that is the only courtesy I will provide for hospitality's purposes. I understand why you're here, retrieval unit. And if you need a place as a forward base camp, I am willing to offer you this courtesy.
Snicker points at Kark like, private conversation.
Yeah, I don't like this guy.
There's nothing
Eavesdrop.
private within this tower.
Gasp. I don't want to sleep here if nothing's private.
Oh, what do you know? Look what changed.
And whenever you want to tell me that you've discovered the visions, feel free to let me know.
Let's ignore that he said that.
What the fuck?
Base camp rest?
Where would you like to make your base camp?
Let's go camping.
Yeah, clearly outside. Wait
Okay.
for this guy.
Do you turn around and walk away?
Well,
Yeah.
Okay. So you go back out through the entry hall.
Hug my ram. I hug my ram.
Are the Rams in here?
The Rams are not in there.
We rode them there.
You
Yeah,
rode
why
them
would you
there.
come
They
in
did
with
not
us?
come inside the tower.
No,
That's gonna be a quick
he
game
said we
thing.
walk outside, and when I walk outside, I hug my ram.
Okay, yes.
Oh.
Guys, come on.
Either way, as you walk through the entry hall, you feel that the voices echoing the poem are still gnawing at you, and they become slightly louder as you near the border of the tower, before you finally go back outside. And let me get rid of him.
And now Snickers hugs the Ram. God, we weren't
Yeah.
even outside yet.
Okay, now I hug the ram. I love
And as
you,
you-
Rammy.
As you come back outside into the bleak afternoon sky, your Rams meet you, and they quickly coddle up to you as you hug them. It is still late afternoon. But you are outside. Would you like to form your base camp outside?
yes.
Okay.
Is Terry
So-
following us?
Terry is not following you.
Thank God.
He's stayed inside. And
That fucking guy.
That fucking guy.
you told him to come along.
I know, but God, whisper to him, shout.
Why would you whisper to a robot that is only spoke in a monotone, loud voice, though? Like,
Why wouldn't you just talk to the people in front of us that are
yeah,
talking
that
to
as
them?
well. Literally a person
Weirdos.
introducing herself going, hey, my name's Jinhua, what's your name? And you're like,
Who are
Terry,
these
do you know what the
people?
fuck this is? Like, what? Anyways, you decide to make your forward camp outside, outside the tower. That is one thing I didn't exactly get totally planned for. So 1 second here as I prepare you your forward base camp. Meanwhile, though, how do you guys set it up? What is in your mind as you're setting things up? It's still late afternoon. You have tons of time to set up the camp however you like from your camping materials.
Oh boy, this is where the 47th hunter comes in handy. 46th hunter comes in handy.
You knocked yourself down a peg.
It's been a while since I mentioned it. All right, Snickers goes running. It takes a while because she has little feet, but okay, running into the grass and starts like grabbing bundles of it to create what's it called, incubation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it shouts out to Rill like, see if you can find palm fronds or a log.
What are palm fronds?
Palm fronds? They're like huge leaves.
They're the leaves of a palm tree.
Yeah. Or just big leaves.
Cecil is just gonna roll out his bedroll.
I will also
That's
let
gonna
you
be
know
cold.
really quickly, there are no palm trees in the
Yeah.
Midwest of an inland country.
I see.
There
Big
is a
leaves.
small river.
Are there? Wait, you said there is grass though?
There is small patches of grass.
There we go. Okay.
Most of this area has been laid barren.
Dang.
So,
Stupid time.
That's what the picture looks like. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like
Snickers
what this
is
picture
doing
like
that.
is very is pretty accurate to like what you guys are actually seeing.
okay. So while Snickers is doing that, you said there was a river nearby. So Real would like to refill her canteen.
Okay.
then on her way back, next to Snickers' pile of grass, she'll even out the ground and then roll her, what was it called? The bedroll out as well.
Okay. So you have both of your bedrolls laid out sort of near to the riverside, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Closer to water, the better for me.
The way you said that was just like slightly unsettling. But okay. And then Cecil, where did you lay out your bedroll?
On the ground.
But where on the ground would you say?
Whatever is closest to me.
Closest to them? Okay, closest to you as you exit the tower, correct? So you're sleeping right outside the door?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
Like, just out of view of it, you know? Like, not so people have to, like, step over me to get into the tower, but, you know, yeah.
Yeah, you're within, like, eyesight of the tower.
Sure, sure.
For everyone else, you make your camp here. And what I can do now is...
Okay, bye. Okay, hi.
No, what? You guys are there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The way you said that, I was like, oh no, did they just crash?
No, I was switching devices.
Oh, okay.
Good idea.
Cecil, because you are near the tower, I'm gonna put you here. Snickers, I'm gonna put you there. And Rill, I'm gonna put you over here.
Our barren camp is so cute.
And then what I can do here is I need to just give you control. Euro, you should have control of Cecil. Snickers, Luna, you should have control of Snickers. And Cade, you should have control of Rill now. You guys are here at your campsite. As Cecil immediately inverts himself, pointing his head to the ground and flying upside down. Then deciding, nah, I want to walk.
That's how I sleep.
Oh, okay.
Like an ostrich.
Became an ostrich. But here you go then. So you have made your small campsite by the riverside, with Cecil deciding to sort of stay at the outskirts of the camp, closer to the tower. Do you just want to long rest?
Are we resting? Or are we discussing? Or
Oh my god, let's get our cots together and we can chat and gossip.
So they won't be cots, they're small sleeping bags.
Okay, let's worm towards each other and then just like gossip and gabble.
Finally gets to the tower, immediately leaves to go gossip in a sleepover party.
Go back to Brador and get 2 more assistants.
You are still in Brador. You can go back to Alpaluk. However, if you want to just abandon the campaign, yes, that is a possibility.
Tempting.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes?
What time of day was this? You said it was early afternoon?
It is late afternoon. It'd be like 4 p.m.
Okay, so while Snickers and Cecil are figuring out whether they're gonna rest or do whatever they want.
What?
You guys were discussing. Anyways.
Yeah, and out of character, not in character.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're out of character discussing this right now. But in character, what are you doing, Rill?
Okay, whatever. Well, no, same thing then. Then, if Snickers wanted to rest, as she mentioned, Rill has set up everything. She's leaving Chungus there by her bedroll, and would like to go investigate the tower, the outskirts of the tower.
Okay.
Isn't resting.
So you go around to the outskirts of the tower. As you walk back up to the large, imposing, cold brick tower, you still see large amounts of stone being pulled from the mud around you. and they fly themselves up to the top of the tower and resting themselves quietly without a sound.
Grab on.
And just as before, when you started getting close to the tower, you find it harder to hear. Sound is deafened, muffled, as if something is clogging your ears.
Seems like this DM really likes sound.
Yeah, this was like a weird thing that you happened to get 2 of the sound-based campaigns, Luna, but...
I mean, I guess it makes sense. A silent echo.
Yeah. Like, it was there from the title, like, hey, sound's an important thing here. But what are you investigating on the tower, Rill? Is there anything important that you want to check on?
Oops.
Yeah, I want to see if I would be able to grab one of the stones or sit on one of the stones and
So,
go up.
Ooh, okay. So that means you need to be able to anticipate where one of the stones is going to come out, because they're coming out pockmarked from all over the area. Be fast enough to grab onto it and be strong enough to rest on it the entire journey up 55 floors.
Would that be like 3 rolls?
That would be 5 rolls.
5 rolls. Oh.
I might die.
And no,
Yeah,
like
what do you
actually,
want
if you
to
continue with
rest
this,
first?
there's a chance you could die. It is like trying to jump onto a crane.
I would do it.
Like a bird
But you can do
crane
it.
or construction equipment crane?
An equipment crane.
Oh, okay.
Don't answer those kind of questions. It only fuels them.
I mean,
not gonna
it's you guys doing something, so I'm happy to continue it.
Oh no. I meant the crane one specifically.
So, Rill, are you trying to anticipate where you could find a stone?
I think Rill should rest. Out of character. Rill should rest. Rill should rest.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be in character?
I think it'd be interesting to try to grab onto one and then let go before it gets too high. See if you could even do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I first find where, or anticipate where a stone will come up from, and then see if I can prevent it from going up
Okay.
into the sky.
So you want to be able to. We're gonna first have you try and anticipate where the stone is gonna be. That's gonna be a perception check
Okay.
and then an insight check. Okay. You're able to perceive some of the stones going around you. You're not able to tell any rhyme or reason of how they're coming out. Whenever you walk over to one, it's sort of like groundhogs. Whenever one pops out, you run over to it, and then one pops out from behind you, and you turn around and you start trying to go to that one, and then, well, one over there 5 yards just popped out of the ground, and you're not able to really catch up to any of them as they're coming out of the ground.
Not even if I did athletics.
That's not athletics. This is you trying to anticipate where they're coming out of the ground.
Oh.
When they come out of the ground, they're not slowly going like birthing themselves. They're like popping out of the ground, already going like 30 miles an hour.
Damn. Okay. Well, Rill, having seen that she can't grab or perceive where they're coming from, decides to go back to camp.
Okay. Make your way back to camp.
And then I go back to Chungus.
Chungus, sort of just sleeping, opens one of his eyes and looks at you and just closes it again and nuzzles closer.
Oh, so fucking cute.
My baby.
Snickers passes out, goes to sleep.
Okay. Cecil, are you taking a long rest?
Cecil is long resting.
Rill, the other two have decided to long rest. Will you long rest with them?
Yes.
Okay. Then the party long rests. Feel free to restore all of your stuff on the D&D Beyond page, Kate especially. You will see over in the top right that there should be a button that says long rest. If you click it and just follow the prompts, it should do everything for you.
Man, it really wants you to make sure that, are you sure you're long resting? Like, yeah.
It's because it resets everything.
Yeah.
Also, just a second, because you guys decided to do that. Then it's 8 hours after. So it's nighttime now.
Awesome.
Didn't do it.
This is when all the spooky stuff happens.
Sure, none of the things happening in the daytime have been spooky at all. Especially when voices were literally clawing at your mind.
It happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
It has been 8 hours since late afternoon. It is about 2 a.m. as you all wake up feeling fully refreshed.
So canonically, is it now Saturday or?
It is Saturday, yes.
It's Saturday, okay.
Saturday morning cartoons.
I feel like there's a reason he's being particular. I'm not excited to find out.
Yes, because I usually do things for a reason, and not just because.
Line. Anyway. So Snickers will wake up and then stand over Cecil and just like watch until he wakes up.
I have a problem with this because I was going to say Cecil is praying.
Oh,
Okay.
Snickers watches.
I don't like this either.
It's not better.
Cecil is like kneeling, like holding his holy symbol in his hand. And like he's trying to concentrate on praying, but he also knows Snickers is just there. So it's like slowly getting more annoyed by it.
Not even doing anything.
You're staring.
You're what would you do if you were trying to do a task and you just notice that a dude is just standing there staring at you?
Cecil
that
says,
not
You need to
annoying
do the
you?
task.
Cecil says, why don't you check on Real?
Real got Chungus.
I have Rydia.
Oh,
Rydia trots back up to you, and you can see that Rydia, and knowing and having been used by paladins before, understands the praying structure, and actually bows to you as you were praying. And you can see that Rydia joins you in prayer.
What a good yam. Fucking love this thing.
Snickers copies the fucking ram and mimics the bow as well.
Can we roll to see if Snickers' horns get stuck in the ground because maybe she bowed too much?
What I would want to do is a religion check to see if you're able to understand exactly how to bow without just, kneeling over. Yeah, you don't know how to bow correctly. So you sort of just...
Over?
Yeah, so you fall over and one of your horns gets stuck in the dirt and you pull it out and you realize that the dirt's actually a little muddy around here. And there's a little bit of mud stuck on your right horn.
Oh, dirty.
All right, guys, we should probably do something before this turns into a slice of life anime.
Dude, this is already a beach episode, so...
Okay, well, while Snickers is interacting with Cecil, Real has also woken up and walks over closer to the river and uses investigation to see if there's fish for food.
So that would be a nature check.
Oh, whoops.
I have a question. If
Yes.
she just uses water manipulation on the river, could she just do a bubble?
Yes. You can control...
Yeah, I guess around a fish, but I was thinking more like a huge wad of water just lifts it up out of the river, and how many fish are in there she catches.
Yes. So manipulate water lets you manipulate a 5-foot cube of water. So with a river, a 5-foot cube can just be hers to be like, cool, I'm going to drain all of the water out of that area and make like a sort of coated barrier or just rise it up with everything that's in it. The fish, however, she does not control, so they could be flying out of that bubble as it's being lifted, because it's not like anything's holding him in there, it's just floating water,
Oh, okay. Good water bender.
Wait, how many people joined the watch together with names like Terryist and Terry was... What the fuck happened here?
Oh yeah, I needed to click on
The
that.
audience has spoken.
God damn it. Okay, so with an 11 ril, you can notice that there are no fish in this river. It is devoid of life.
One of the names is Echoes Can't Be Silent.
Yeah, I wonder who did this.
Jesus.
No, not Jesus. I don't think he gets good signal up there.
So, Ril,
Alternatively,
there are no fish in this river.
Okay, well, Real is disappointed and walks to the campfire.
Okay. The campfire, lit and burning wildly, comes to greet you. However, you notice that it's not until you finally come within the small radius of the campfire itself that you finally hear the crackle of the campfire. Sound is still deafened around here, and while the rest of you have been sort of shouting to make yourselves heard, minute noises hum themselves out.
Kind of weird, not gonna lie.
Can we hear it?
You can hear the crackle of the fire only when you're right next to it.
So like when I'm like singeing my hair?
Not singeing your hair, like it's when you're getting like sort of uncomfortably close to it. Like if you were here and you're leaning your head in just ever so slightly, you'd be able to be like, oh yeah, it is crackling. Whereas normal like good campfires, you would hear the crackle from like over here. I'll put you back where you were.
Okay. So this is something that's really obvious to us, right? We don't have to roll to notice it.
You notice it. All of you notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I tell you a thing like that, you have noticed it.
Okay. Sure.
You're all good.
Go back in. Question mark?
Yeah. Snickers sticks her fingers in her ears and tries to clean it out.
Sound is still muffled.
Yeah. Definitely try. Yeah. Like, okay, Snickers ready for tower now.
Does the party wish to go back inside?
Yes, but Real holds her ears in preparation for walking through that hallway.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Cecil
Are you doing
does
the
that thing where like you try to look cool and like something isn't bothering you, but like it's obviously bothering him?
Snickers
obviously
is
like-
oblivious and just walks in.
Okay. You make your way back to the tower's entrance. You make your way back into the entry hall as sound floods your ears. Even as you try and muffle it, suddenly you can hear the soft steps stepping on marble. You can hear and almost perceive every small dripping bit of dew that is collected off of these bricks. You can see some of this mud falling off of one of these bricks that has been laid days beforehand finally slide off it, and as it plops to the ground, it resonates in your head. You can also hear the voices once again speaking. Even as your ears are plugged, this resonates through your skull. It speaks through your heart and soul. And if you want, I can say the whole thing again, but otherwise it's the same poem.
Slam poetry's back. Realize.
Rewind, remind, rebind, refined, red blind mankind, resigned.
Real.
You make your way further in?
Investigate
Oh,
the statues.
the statues. Okay. Roll me an investigation. And also roll me history. 14, okay. So, as you walk up to these statues looming over the entrance, you see that they are about 12 feet tall. They are robed figures of a humanoid shape, holding long daggers that are protruding from their hands, straight and skyward bound. Their faces, however, although slightly encased in shadow, you can still tell that it is a gnarled face twisted in pain. And that somehow carved into it, as if someone took a knife and just carved away some of the stone, where rivers of tears would be coming from their eyes. You can also tell from your history check that these figures hold no historical importance. There's never been any kind of cult around here, no kind of historical significance to what these kind of figures would represent, or who would have wanted to build something as a monument of pain, as a watchguard over the entranceway to a tower like this.
Touches the statue she was looking at as if to comfort the person.
You feel in return the cold, almost draining warmth of the stone as you put hand to it. Its coldness feels eerily non-natural, I guess would be the best word for it. It's colder than any stone should be, and you can genuinely feel some of the warmth be sucked out of you as you attempt to coddle it.
Ugh, real pulls her hand away and follows the others. Rushes over.
Does everyone else go back inside into the entranceway?
Yeah,
or into the
let's go in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Snickers looks at Real like, and then back at the statue, then at Real like, did something happen? She doesn't say anything, but she gives that look,
Mm.
The look.
The look. Meanwhile,
Questioning look.
as you go back in, you see Genois is not there. And Kark, meanwhile, still hovers over his machine. And as you all come back in, he says,
Ah, you're back. Welcome. Was your time outside any pleasure? Did you make your way to Warrington, or did you just sleep outside like some traveling pack of brigands?
This guy just insult us?
Yes.
So,
Wait. Hey, Kirk, you working hard or hardly working, huh? And then I go to the water cooler and fill up my water bottle.
Holland Robinson.
What? Fuck this.
What
guy.
is your business here? Do you aim to do anything, or are you just wasting more time as I attempt to fix this?
Snickers like sidebars to Cecil. This guy hasn't fixed much, so I guess it's not working very well.
We'll continue to waste time if that's all right with you. Thanks.
Wonderful then.
and he continues fiddling around with this contraption.
All right,
The
let's go back
machine
outside and take
hums and
another
whirs. Okay, well,
No, it's just
you go back outside and through the entranceway, and you start hearing the voices.
all right, now it's morning, right? It's mid-morning. Okay, what do we do? We should explore this place, yeah?
Well, I have questions.
Investigate. Oh, for him? For Kirk?
I
Yes?
sadly, yes.
Question for Cork? Yes?
Snickers like sighs and then very you can tell she does not want to go up to him, but she does, and she asks how tall tower and so far, and how many floors built, or how tall tower built in a day.
Like
How
Rome.
tall tower built in a day?
Yeah.
Is that information necessary for your mission? Do you need statistical analyses of the engineering capabilities of this tower within a day's time? Is that really
Snickers
what
looks
you were
back
brought out
at
here
the
for?
party, eyes wide, like he can't give a fucking answer. Anyway.
Well, it would certainly help.
If you must know, this tower builds itself at approximately 20.34 floors per day. As we speak, in the last 8 hours that you were sleeping, this tower has
You
built
fucking
itself
watching?
up at least 10 stories. It is approximately 66.34% complete. And no, actually, and he looks over at the machines. Make that about 68% now. It is ever approaching its completion, and we don't have much time here. I must continue work on this machine.
And is there that you see, Snickers, now that you're close enough to him and you're talking directly to him, this odd machine-like thing he has an interface attached to it, standing on the central pillars that looks like this. It has one container in it with two sides filled with a liquid and floating eyes that seem to always stare directly at you. As you move around, the eyes move themselves.
Are those his eyes?
Give me your eyes for just 1 second.
Ew, Snickers backs away and like cuddles behind the other two's legs. Gross.
You might want to help your friend there. It seems, I'm not exactly sure how Brador picks them anymore for your mass retrieval units, but she's not exactly up to the task of looking at something a little less foul.
And
You guys want a suicide to try to fight this guy?
Are we rolling initiative?
Pull his mustache. No.
I gotta say, I've prepared so many different routes for this, and you guys have definitely just made a new route from your decisions.
Wait. Okay, Real would like to look around and see how many staircases are nearby.
Oh yeah,
Okay, you are trying to investigate. You're not asking him, correct?
Yeah, investigate. No, hell no, I'm not speaking to him.
yeah,
fuck
we're not
that
done anymore.
There's 14.
From your vision, the staircases themselves wind up past any sort of your foveal senses. But from what you can make out at least, is at least 30 sets of staircases.
Well, I guess we should go investigate. Split up?
Snickers raises their hand. Why not just use stone, like a brick, to float up to top?
Because if I was to try and use a brick to go upwards to the top, I would have to have the awareness to know where one of these stone bricks would be spawning from. I would have to have the fortitude and athletics to run myself over to it and grasp it without it slipping from between my grasp. And I would have to have the necessary constitution for multiple steps of holding onto a small brick with all of my might as it flies at over 30 miles per hour up stories of...
It sounds like you didn't spec well.
Yes, no, Snickers. It seems like he didn't roll well.
I do not
Snickers
need to
just walks away
spec
from him
well.
and starts going up a staircase because she ain't listening to this guy anymore.
No staircases are at the ground floor for you.
Wait, oh really? Real. Throw me up there. I'd rather be thrown than listen to this guy.
Okay, well then before the question, what would it be another investigation or perception to see where the staircases are, like start?
No, you get that from your investigation check. All of these staircases start from the central pillar 2 floors up. And from there, every 2 floors, there's another landing.
We should have followed Genoa, thank you.
You're great with names. Just like Wawa. Awa Awa.
Wawa.
Wawa.
Awa.
So I'm going to call Awa Awa now. I'm just going to call her Wawa.
Wawa. Watashi?
Oh my
no.
goodness.
Watashi wa namae wa Wawa.
Alright, now... You all know what we need to do.
Yes, go to the second floor.
Oh. Yep.
I thought you were going to throw me.
Tell me, are all agents of the Braydorian government this incompetent?
Is anyone fucking talking to this guy still? Like, we're all ignoring him, okay? Yeah.
Okay, he shuts up. He doesn't continue his sentence then.
His sentence or his insult?
Okay.
What do you want to do then?
Real tries to remember what path, or I fuck it up,
Genoa.
thank you, Genoa took in order to get to back to the central pillar.
You're investigating that? That
I'm
person's
trying
long
to
gone.
remember. No, I'm trying to remember.
Genoa did not go up one of the staircases when she left.
God damn it, I thought she went
She went to the central pillar with Kark and was helping Kark at the central pillar's machinery.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna get... I try not to do this, but a little bit of hand-holding. You might want to ask about the machine.
Fuck
I've
that guy.
been trying to hint at it a very long time, but the machine is important.
You insulted.
I like the throwing idea, personally.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like the throwing idea too.
Okay, I'll do it after I ask him.
Oh,
Mm,
okay.
You guys can cover your ears if you don't want to hear. Okay, so Real walks over to Kark and asks him about the machine.
Well, how do you ask him? What do you say?
Damn it, hang on. What exactly does this machine do? What is its purpose?
Ah, business as usual then. We are trying to ascertain this currently. This machine was already installed here at the base of the building when we already arrived. I've been trying to repair it with certain thaumaturgical means, and I am still diagnosing it as we speak. All that I can know for certain is that this specific interface over here is important in some way. I believe it controls the stairs, it controls the acceleration of the tower. If I can make my way into it, I can possibly decelerate it, or even control it myself. That is what I have been able to tell so far from this. All the things that spawn from this tower are somehow intrinsically tied to this as a central hub of sorts. However, it seems that we are missing a couple of pieces. Here, I'll show you. You see over here, there's this odd vial with two sets of, I suppose, eyes in them. I'm not exactly sure what kind of engineering facility uses eyeballs as a means of power, but this apparently is one. But notice these other nodes sticking out of here, these sort of brownish ones within the golden rimmed border. It feels like they have connections to them. When I take out the back of this tube here with the eyes, on its backside I also notice some cables sticking out of them. Cables that can be attached to these ports. My proportion, or my hypothesis for this, is that each one of these can be connected to a various tube, or a various canister, with these liquids, I suppose. And if we are able to gather them all together, we would be able to control the tower to our needs. Now for that, I have utilized Genoa and Méliès to be able to go on an expedition for me. They're currently trying to find some of these canisters for me as I continue to work on this contraption here. From there, hopefully we will be able to make some progress, but for now, I'm afraid that the most I can do is just a diagnosis. Does that answer your question?
Real nods despite not understanding completely about machines, but appreciates him giving her an answer.
Well, is that exactly what the Braydorian government is here for? If so, then we might have like terms in mind. I've already had what was that construct's name again? Terry that you left behind? I had him go on an expedition as well, and he said he was from the Braydorian government. if our interests align in here, then perhaps I could share some more interest with you, if so be desired. I am here on official business from Zarunta. This may be Braedorian soil, but this is a most worthwhile endeavor for the Zaruntan government to investigate. This could be a machine that helps revolutionize certain aspects of industry, and I will not have this wasted. This work is important, and it can save many lives.
He just took our robot and sent him on an errand?
Oh, hang on, okay.
He sure as fuck ain't your robot. You guys left him there.
For good reason, too.
Yeah, not loyal. Writing that down.
Another reason to hate that terrorist.
He did say that from the beginning. He literally said, I want you guys to be my bodyguards going here. I need to go and do this mission. I do not care about you. And you guys went, and then left him.
Worth.
Rip.
Worth. Oh, you never got your reward.
Yeah. No. Wait. Okay. Hang on. I'm looking for a map because I don't remember where Zarunta is.
Here. I got that for you. But-do. It would be. I have. And in Silent Echo for you. You can check in there. I will also pin it for the future.
Pin.
Oh wow, wait, what? It doesn't let me pin it? That's weird.
Okay. Let me go back
that's
to my
super weird.
notes.
Do you not have permission to pin?
Do I not have permission to pin? It's my server.
Something's fishy. Oh, right. Kingdom Zarunta. Dragons. That was my note.
Dragons. You think dragons are from... Okay, cool.
That's what I wrote.
Well, you said there were some, let's see, I think I had that too. Zarunta, dragon, religious.
No, Zarunta is not religious.
They had something religious at least there. Because my note there was
to the left of them. It was the next country right over.
Okay.
How did we all mess up this note?
The Isharian, as it says, theocracy is the religious country.
Yeah, I have.
It might have been a thing during session 0 that I might have blended into it and you didn't know I was talking about another country, but the Isharian theocracy is the heavily religious country in the world of Ivraia. Kingdom of Zarunta is the technological country. It is a land of thaumaturgy, a land of progression and getting ahead by any means necessary.
And it has dragons.
It has had a dragon.
I don't remember what compelled me to write dragons.
Yeah.
I might have mentioned it had a notable dragon there and you guys just went dragons.
Yeah.
But it had a notable dragon in the southeast near the tip of the border where Nor, Braedor, and Zarunta meet. There is a tale of a fearsome dragon that once reigned over there and terrorized the land before the Veil Lords sort of walked out of their homes and smite it. Smote it? Smitten it. Smote it? Smitten has some other connotations there, but...
Roll for charm.
Just charm the dragon and fuck it, like every D&D campaign.
I don't want to fuck it, I just want to charm it.
Do I roll for performance?
No.
Okay, real
Damn, you're so bad at fucking dragons.
I didn't know This is a Black Mirror episode.
I must have missed that one.
Jesus. Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do with this newfound information?
Dude, we haven't done anything. We haven't done shit. It's been a fucking hour and a half.
Yeah, we're coming up on like the end of this, and I'm like, do you guys want to do anything?
Wait,
I'm asking all the questions.
Well, I'm not talking to that fucking guy.
Oh my god. Real would like to ask where he sent Harry.
Okay.
He owes
So-
me a reward.
Another thing for this.
Snickers, like, also right after her asked, where's Jinhua?
Okay, Cade, as a thing that might help you out a little bit here, you don't have to say Rill asks where he sent her. You can just go, hey, Rill says, where did you send Cade? Yeah, you can just like speak in the voice.
First person, third person.
Kark speaks up, now fully turning his attention to you three and saying,
I sent them just out on various expeditions, separated by about 10 floors each. Genois has the first 10 floors. Millier has the second 10 of the 20 floor. And Terry, yes, I sent him just to the 30s. From there, hopefully they're able to explore each one and gather some containers for us. But that is the hope, not the expectation.
What was the name of the person who was on the 20s? I didn't catch it, sorry.
Millier.
Okay.
that would be Mellie.
Milady.
Milady.
Almost like Melody. Sad.
LL.
I.E.
IE, thank you.
Melly. Like Nelly. Okay, Snickers raises her hands like, can Snickers go to 10th floor with Jinhua?
You wish to join her on the expeditions? We could greatly utilize your efforts if you were able to continue the exploration on the other floors, the 50s, 60s, and 70s, perhaps.
Okay, let's go. Beam me up, Scotty.
Is that
There are
some
no
kind of...
beams with this pillar, but
Yeah.
I can call down some of the stairs. I do have at least enough control over that that I can provide access for you.
Oh, we have some stairs, Scotty.
Is the Braidorian government outfitted for such an exploration as this? The tower has been less than welcoming to many of the other visitors. There's a reason that the first expedition from Zurg did not provide too much information for us when we arrived.
I wonder if he wants us to put on our masks.
No. I don't know if he's... Now my question is if he's gonna want us to split up or go together.
I mean, it sounds like we would just go together.
Yeah.
I mean, he said something earlier that I'm like, I don't know how much I want to tell him anymore.
Well, he said, he split, he has like 3 people on 3 different levels. And then he told us what, the 50s, 60s, and 70s floors needed to be. It sounded like
Can we just go up 10s, 20s, 30s like that?
I think it's, we get information slower, and we probably not finish exploring before the tower is complete. Because it's already 68% done, almost 69. Hey.
Nice.
And technically, it was already... I think we're still in the first day of the estimate of 3 days before it's completed.
The first night now.
Yes, it is estimated that this will be completed in about 3 days' time. Now 2 days' time, as it is middle of the night here.
Well, I guess we're going to 40s, 50s, and 60s then.
60s, 70s, 80s.
Oh, sorry. 60s, 70s, 80s.
So, just as a clarification, you 3 are all correct in splitting up for this, correct? Just as the others, I will send each of you alone to your own floors.
Snicker's okay by herself. Snicker's not sure about Pretty Boy here, though.
Pretty Boy did more than you did last fight.
Snickers overlooks that because she's mature.
That was out of character.
Oh, okay. Luna overlooks that because she's not gonna bicker right now.
Why are we?
So is this correct? Am I sending you to your own floors?
Asks, Kark, can we not just go
Together?
Together 3 times as fast?
We tried having people together in other expeditions. It didn't exactly fare as well, but if you feel more aligned with your abilities when as a party, yes, I can send you to one floor specifically. I am trying to just expedite this process. You must remember that we are on a time crunch here. Anything that I can do to expedite this, help hurry it along so that I can get the things that I need to finish this, I will do gladly. But if you are more comfortable in working together on each floor, then I will send you to just one floor at a time.
Sounds good to me.
Glorious.
What about
then.
you guys, huh? What do you think?
Confident are we that we can get to basically 10 floors?
Snickers gives two thumbs up.
We will start you on the 40s then. From there, hopefully you will be able to, if you are able to ever come into contact with any of these containers, I pray that you come out to any of these alcoves that are aligned from out here. All of these are entranceways that I may attach one of the staircases. If you are able to point them down to me, I will connect the stairs and you will be able to come down and hand them off. I will continue working on it as I can, and hopefully we will be able to solve whatever this machine is and gain control of this tower. Hopefully before it finishes, for the information I've received does not want me to let it be completed. So as the quicker that we get this finished, the quicker we can move on with our lives. From there, I will send you back up to the 50s, 60s, so on and so forward.
And from there, as he starts prepping down some of the staircases, he brings you to one of the landings in the central pillar, starting off with the 10s. And as you are about to go to the connecting staircase to the next landing of the 20s, you hear a scream off on the side.
It's Terry.
It's Terry. On the 10's floor landing, you can tell from about the 13th floor, one of the hallways has a ear-shattering scream of a small girl.
Maybe send us there instead.
Can we just rush over there?
One of the staircases does connect.
Oh.
Okay, Snickers rushes out to the scream.
No, wait! You're supposed to go to the 40s! Where are you going?
I follow Snickers.
We'll be back.
Those are her floors. Fuck it.
And you can hear him grumbling under his breath as Kark realigns some of the staircases. And you make your way into the first part of the tower on the 13th floor. From there, you guys having started off with that, I need some time to prepare that floor, so this will be a little bit shorter today, unfortunately. But I can give you guys at least like a sneak preview, perhaps, of what it would look like. Or actually, I can also do this as sort of a little bit of a feedback for you guys. If you look at the stream right now, you'll actually see two kinds of pictures. There's this one that's more purple. Or actually, you know what? Let me just screenshot this, and I'm gonna upload them to the Silent Echo campaign for you, so that way you can see the full thing, because my screen cap just doesn't do the full thing all the time. But these were the two styles that I had in mind for how you guys are gonna be going through the tower.
Oh, cool.
However you like them, we can continue on with it. But as a cool thing for this, they'll all be animated.
Ooh.
And as a little sort sneak peek, if you guys were to fight some certain people around the tower's entrance, it would be like this kind of tower, or this kind of animation. Sort of like ambient, just animation going on in the background and stuff.
Spirits. Bird.
Spirits.
That means we can shoot them down. Oh, we should have shot down a bird. We should have shot down many birds and then flown up. God damn it.
How do you
Wait.
fly up by shooting the bird?
Yeah.
Okay, we'd have to net the bird. So you like shoot an arrow with a net up and try to catch it.
These are... sure. That's a 47th hunter for you.
46.
Nope, that's what a 47th hunter says.
46!
Anyways, out of either of these two, I was going to be going with the purple one, if you guys were cool with that. It's sort of like the tower design.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Then I'm going to be setting up the 13th floor for you guys to begin next time as you figure out what that scream is.
Awesome. Did you just... Oh, wait, are we allowed to ask campaign questions now?
Totally. You're always allowed to ask campaign questions.
If we get an answer or not, depends on you.
Oh, true.
Did you just expect us to go, like, oh, there's the scream, la-di-la-di-da, back to the 40th? Like,
Yes, because every other time I've given you guys a call to action, you guys have spurned it.
Hell yeah.
but she's cute, and she has a cool hat.
I just did it
Oh.
to spite Clark. I fucking hate that guy.
That's fine too. He's sassy and he doesn't exactly like you guys.
Nasty, he's just an asshole.
Yeah. Wait.
He's just as sassy as you guys are back to him, so.
We just asked him a question. He's like, incompetent, aren't you?
And one of your first words to him was also that.
So, in Cecil's eyes, who do you hate more? Kark or Terry?
Well, this isn't a fair question. Because
Well-
I don't like Clark because he's like a dick. But Terry is basically like an amalgamation of everything that's wrong in the world, so... I mean, it's more like Terry is like... I don't hate Terry, I just can't like him because he's a being of extreme evil. Whereas Clark's just a
Extreme
dick.
evil. Okay. Why is Terry extreme evil in your eyes? Can I know more about
He
that?
knows what he did. He's a bastard.
He's a bastard.
Yep. He knows what he did.
A face like this is a bastard to you?
Oh my god, get it off. I can't.
But these are both of your favorite characters on screen.
True, yeah.
Notice how they have the color scheme of orange? I think orange characters are just, unlikable now.
Yeah.
You just hate all orange
Where's
characters?
Snow? Bring Snow back. He's my favorite character.
Oh, okay. I'll bring Snow back for you. Just a second then. You want some Snow? If it loads up, I'll give it to you.
be
Meanwhile,
Snow from Final
Otakon is like,
Oh, there he is.
I want to smooch the tin can.
Oh, you're right. Snow's like the only good orange character.
So imagine if Snow was here. Imagine if we brought Snow along. Snow would be like, hold on, guys, I have an idea. And he'd fucking leap off the side accidentally.
And he'll accidentally jump onto one of the stones and fly all the way up to the top of the tower.
No, but then if he'd fall, he'd break the egg that he has on his backpack.
I miss Snow.
Me too.
Well, you guys let Snow go, and you brought along Terry, so...
Let's go back for Snow.
The one that got away.
That got away.
If we manage to find a flying bird or a dragon to ride, but no.
Okay, I have a question. Do dragons eat rams? I don't want my ram to get eaten.
So dragons are extremely, extremely rare. Not enough that you would ever be like actively thinking of that when you leave your rams outside the tower. Like, dragons sort of appear every 100 to 200 years or so, and it's like one or two.
Are we coming up on that?
Of when the last dragon was around? The last dragon was around 70 years ago.
Oh, 30 more years. Let's go.
Wait, so I have a question.
Yes?
Yeah.
So, for the dragons, is there two types of them? So like humanoid, or are they?
So those are dragonborn, are the humanoid ones.
Oh, okay.
Dragons are the lizard kind of winged beasts you imagine, but amongst those dragons, there's a myriad of various kinds of dragons that can be birthed. But humanoid people, those are dragonborn, and that is a playable race.
So dragons, I just want to make sure I get this right. So dragons are real. Everyone acknowledges dragons are real, but they're not like a realistic thing that like, it's like, oh yeah, watch out for, the dragon in Brador.
Yeah, it would be like how people in LA know that the great earthquake is going to happen eventually, but we're all like, we're just here.
There's no dragons. Never mind. I understand completely now. There's never going to be a fucking dragon.
There's never going to be a fucking dragon. It's all just talk.
So dragons are just like something you tell kids, like, hey, you're going to have to worry about this in the future. Like, kind of like lore, like quicksand.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Make a plan for dragons, then never use it.
Yep. That is very accurate, especially with Brador specifically. Brador would have had like a segment during your education where it's like, now, okay, you guys will probably have to deal with a dragon at some point, and as kids, you asked, did you? And they're like, oh, hell no, but you guys probably will. We fucked up the earth enough for this.
Guys, I literally took How to Train Your Dragon. Incredible.
Yeah, you took How to Train Your Dragon as a class. That being said, remember that the Goren are considered to be a link between the sentient species and dragons, and that the Goren are sort of used as insight, I imagine, or like a research for how people would contend with the dragon, should that be. Otherwise, it's relying on adventurers that maybe someone like Snow mentioned before in his story.
Ugh, only Real listen to his stories.
Because Snow totally mentioned that he fought and killed a dragon.
Yeah, that's how he got the wounded shoulder.
Yeah, and he's carrying the egg.
We need Snow.
You guys completely abandoned this game.
I know.
The silent tower that like drains sound from it auspiciously builds itself, and there's a weird myriad people that are already inside it. Nah, fuck those guys. We gotta get the egg.
We're gonna get the egg. No. That's a. I mean, we'll come back. Our characters are living this, but us out of character.
Here's a real question.
Yes.
Outside of the game, right?
Yes.
So, if we finish this campaign and make it out alive,
yes.
Will there be a campaign around Snow?
Okay. This is where I'm going to pull back the veil just a little bit. Snow is an entry point into a campaign that has not unlocked yet.
If we complete this, is there the possibility of unlocking that?
Not by completing this, no. You need to figure out a certain thing with Snow in order to unlock his campaign. And I can tell you that this campaign is unlocked through multiple other campaigns doing specific things. Snow has appeared to multiple people.
Oh no.
And multiple people need to do specific things, or not specific things, but there need to be some triggers pulled for Snow's campaign to actually unlock. It is not a thing that one person can exactly do. Otakon, Snow does possibly enjoy some pirating. Yes. He might get some of his merch from some pirates over in the Grand Duchy of Kunacleth.
Can we talk about how Cade said, here's the real question?
The real one. Yep.
He's my best friend already, so we'll get
Jesus.
there.
Fucking. But yeah, that is one of the things that is with Snow. He is a potential campaign unlock depending if people want to give him the time of day or not. For other people, he's just a shopkeep, and that is what he will remain until then.
He's a guy who rambles a lot.
He does ramble a lot.
But if you listen to his rambles, he blushes and he's like, "Oh, I'm so touched."
But now that Zurg is over here saying he likes to pirate, I don't.
Well, Nami and Otakon are asking that because there might be a one-shot happening with some pirates in the future.
I mean, the ones that captured Rill?
No. So the ones that captured Rill is a small band of smugglers. Smugglers are different than pirates in this universe. I know it's like a dumb line and it can be blurry, but pirates do not deal in smuggling. Smugglers are very few and far in between, and they're the only ones that really try and take people from their homes. That is a faction you created when you gave me your backstory.
Oh boy. I just labeled them as pirates.
Same redeemed pirates too. Wait, why is it not playing?
Is it not?
Not for me. Not on my
Give me
end.
my points back.
I can't.
No.
Rip. But yeah, that's that. Meanwhile, for this one, in the silent echo, as a small thing, it's a small thing, but a little bit of feedback for it. How can I help you guys a little bit? Because I felt like you might not have been knowing exactly what you were doing over there. You sort of walked into the tower and then walked away.
Absolutely. Well,
I was confused.
I was definitely, yeah, it's a lot of information, and then I'm trying to figure out how the noise aspect is going to become a part of it.
I just didn't want to talk to Clark.
That's fair as well. I will say, because this is a mystery adventure, you're going to get lots of information at the beginning of things, like how you do in, like, if you ever played like Danganronpa or 999, where it's a lot of information at the beginning and you slowly start sorting it out. So don't let yourself be overwhelmed by too many things here, because these are all like the base key elements of what this mystery is. You'll slowly start figuring those things out later on, and the more you ask questions and talk to certain characters, because remember, in like the session 0 said, this is a social adventure. There might be people you don't want to talk to, but you got to figure out how you're going to pull the information from them. Like when Cade finally went up and said, "Hey, we're doing like business here," that's what made him open up and go, "Oh, okay, we're doing business. I will talk then."
Now he has me wondering, because he's from Zurunta and will do anything. I'm like,
Yes. Information.
You're back on the 13th floor.
Yeah, and Otakon and Nami, I don't know if you were seeing that, but yes, this man definitely said he is from Zurunta. Which might mean things to certain people, but...
Yeah, but how would the characters know?
Well, you could also give me a history check if you do want to, because there are certain things known about Zurunta.
Let me... Just for fun. Snickers,
Okay.
We've been
We're not in
rolling
campaign
great.
anymore, so I won't tell you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm rolling for myself. It's a terrible roll anyway. We're good.
11's
Let me try
decent. It's okay. 11's fine. Okay, but I'll try and also keep that in mind for more of the future, for how to deliver you guys information. Because for that, I was like, man, how do I get them to just ask about the machine? I mentioned the machine like 30 times, and even Terry's staring at it. I'm like, they won't go to the machine.
Because there's an asshole blocking it.
He wasn't blocking it, he's just working on it.
No, it was a block.
Sure.
And then his snide remarks, I was like, I don't know whether to really go up to him or just,
Yeah.
discover something else in there.
Okay.
This is a guy who hates his job.
I
No,
modeled
yeah.
a lot of his personality after what you guys did in session 1 and 2. So
Okay.
that doesn't work out for you guys. So I will not do that then. I was having him mirror a lot of how your interactions were going with your characters. So I thought he was going to be like a fun sort of person to be like, hey, fuck you. And he would say, fuck you back.
Oh my god, he's just Cecil.
He's literally, no, actually, he's more Snickers.
Yeah, what the fuck? When has Cecil ever done that?
He's 100% more Snickers, with like a little bit of Cecil in there. But Cecil has not been nearly as confrontational as you have been, Snickers.
Cecil's the one apologizing to people or just trying to sort things out.
Snide remarks all the time.
Are you sure it's? Are you sure it's? What has Cecil said that you think is a snide remark?
You didn't do anything. Let's
No,
see.
that's
So that's a
me.
snide remark?
That's totally a snide remark. That's a lash.
That's me.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so
Euro
sorry.
saying it.
I'm sorry, your tone of voice. It was blending together. My bad.
Yeah, normally when I speak as Cecil, I say Cecil speaking.
Can you say sparkle, sparkle?
No.
Okay, but for the future though, I'm gonna retool his character a little bit for you guys. So, because he is a character you unfortunately do have to interact with a bit.
We will. Just keep him.
Well, speak for yourself.
You're sure? Because otherwise there's people like Euro who will just go, I'm not talking to him.
I will ask the questions for us.
Snickers, tell Clark that we need to go to the 50th floor.
Will tell Clark that Cecil said.
Cecil told Snickers.
Oh my god.
We
He'll-
should have
he'll-
had a gossip hour at the bedrolls.
No.
Yes.
It's the beginning when you finally guys got to the like MacGuffin area and you were like, oh, let's go gossip by the bedrolls. And I was like, I did not prepare for this. There's nothing I could have done to think this is the path you'd have gone. But now we know. So I guess that's that. Okay, but you guys chose your first dungeon, so I now know which path you guys have locked yourselves into for this. You decided to go for the call to adventure to see what possible screaming voice needs some help and what challenges await over there.
Terry.
It would be it'd be so funny if it was Terry. It is on the amount of floors that they say Genoa is. So that is where we'll be picking up off next time. That being said, a little bit of housekeeping for this, because next time is the 6th, where I will be out of town because it is, no, it'll be the 5th. Oh, perfect. Wait, aren't we doing something November 5th? Off stream, you don't have to say the specifics, but we're doing a thing, correct?
We're going to this exact address. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Before that, no, because it's a Friday, so you guys are working. What I can do then is I can have this campaign ready for you guys on the 23rd or 24th, if you guys are free that next Saturday or Sunday.
This month.
This month, yes.
Okay.
Yes, because I mean we didn't do much this round. Let's go.
Yeah. Because I don't know, for some reason in my head, I was like, oh yeah, so since we weren't able to do our scheduled 15, we're doing it 17, we'll still do the 29th again, but...
Oh, I can wait for till the 29th if you guys want.
I'm good.
This is me trying to just like sneak in a little bit extra for you guys, because I know this was like a shorter session, and I had you guys wait a day for it as well.
I think the weekend works better.
Yeah, I'd say the 23rd, 4th. You.
Cool. Let's go for the 24th for now, if that's cool with you guys. 24th at 3 p.m. again?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Unless
Cool.
it changes time-wise, but yeah.
Yeah, if if something comes up, just let me know for it. But otherwise, we'll do the 24th at 3 p.m. And that was when you guys will have your first part of the dungeon. Because as like a quick above board thing, the rest of this is going to be all dungeon crawling. Various different dungeons of the different floors. So you get to have some fun.
We'll finally level up, right?
Rusted.
Leveling.
Imagine.
Oh no.
Imagine. If you get
level up.
Okay, as a small thing for this Cade, it is very rare for characters to level up too often because there's only like so many levels in available, and when you hit like level 7, you can control like tsunamis. Like that's really powerful to balance for. Like Rill could control a tsunami at level 7, yes.
Oh my god. See, that's my goal.
D&D.
Okay, but like that's yeah, it breaks because I'm like, here's a band of brigands, and you're like, oh cool, I summoned forth a lightning storm and typhoon, and then they're dead, and I'm like, okay, so I have to then like, it gets into power creep where then I'm like, okay, well the only thing you guys could reasonably face is a dragon at this point. Well, there's not many dragons, so you guys have to go on this to go fight that, and then it's like you see how I can power creep in that sort of situation. It's why like leveling up is a little rarer because it makes more of this combat actually available to you. So you're not just going every small chance encounter. I am now summoning the power of God and anime on my side, and I smite you.
I mean, what do you mean? It just I can tame a dragon that way, right?
Sure.
That's a tight-lived.
Jesus. For now though, that's where we'll leave off for this session, if that's cool with you guys. Thanks for the feedback on that part, so that way I can make this a little better for you guys, so you're not being totally overwhelmed with your information. The bigger things to point out, just like as a small tidbit, is that machine and interface is important. I'll bring it up one more time for you guys, but take a look at that, because the other part of this, besides being a dungeon crawler, this is one large puzzle.
Great.
So you guys are going to be trying to solve this puzzle.
I mean, since we're on the 13th, I guess maybe we could find one of the components that Jinwei was already looking for.
Totally. It's
Luna's smarter than her character, she swears.
She swears. But yeah, that'll be what we're going for next time. So keep that in mind. I will also, because it's a puzzle thing, if you guys ever want to take a look at it, whenever you're near the central hub and you're like, I want to look at the puzzle, I'll just bring this up for you. Like, you don't have to talk your way through Kark every time. Also surprised you guys didn't go to Warrington, but okay, that's for another time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing, you guys. Sorry that there was the wait for this and everything. But I hope even though you hate these characters, maybe you can love to hate them.
That's part of the experience.
Yeah, I hate them in a good way.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was genuinely worried for a bit, like shit, they're not connecting to these characters at all. They just don't like this.
No, come on, dude. Like, we're not teenagers. I hated it, I'm not gonna interact. Like, nah.
Okay, cool. It's just there was like just a little bit of concern. I was like, oh no, I'm not sure. Ah, fuck.
The Terry dislike, that's for comedic purposes, you know. This fucking guy.
He's fucking. It's really funny. I'm not sure if I told you guys this, but Terry's known to one of the other campaigns, and they love Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we hate him to balance it out.
Okay, cool.
You know?
It's so funny because every time they learn something of this, they're just like, oh, I can't. If I ever see those guys, it's on site for Terry.
On site, hands down.
On site, hands thrown. They're gonna be like, you're the bitches who didn't like Terry.
And then we'll be like, these fucking guys.
These
True.
fucking guys. If they hate him, it means you're making them feel something. Hate comes from love. That's toxic, Otakon. Oh my god. Shit. Questionable. For now though, oh yeah. What were you saying?
I think Terry is just gonna be the ultimate enemies to lovers trope. Like real guys.
That'd be that'd be so funny. Eventually at the end of this, you guys just are like, this fucking guy every time with Terry.
Terry will do some like huge sacrifice that saves us, and we'll be like, fuck that guy still.
Yeah, we all still hate him, right? Definitely.
Definitely. Literally like kills himself to like save the world and all of your souls somehow, and you guys are just like, this fucking guy, hate him.
It wouldn't have happened if he did that earlier.
True. Speak the truth.
Speak the truth, sister. Jeez.
Oh my god, does he self-repair like the Iron Giant where the components go back to the origin?
He does.
Oh, that's cute.
But a lot of so here's the fun part, like the little twist that I added to it, because he is slightly designed after Iron Giant, was the parts get banged up when they get broken off of him and stuff. So even though they come back to him, they don't always fit anymore. And that's why he's always like hobgobbled and just like sort of like vibrating off kilter with everything.
Oh, that's sad.
Imagine all of these like hammered plates just with tons of dents and things in them, and then he has to like try and like augment them a bit because there's like a piece that didn't come back as a part of the whole. So then he's like, fuck, okay, I gotta like reattach this thing, and it's like some random piece of machinery he found, and then yeah. So that's why he's like a whole jumbled junkyard. He has the Iron Giant ability, but you know,
he's like trying to do some Full Metal Alchemist stuff where he's like, yeah, equivalent. Oh no, I don't have enough.
Equivalent exchange.
Yeah.
Every time I heard that with Full Metal Alchemist, all I could hear was like, I need the change. He's like a guy that's like, I need to pay perfect exact change with something. He gets the bill and he's like, it says $7.62. I'm not giving him an $8. I'm giving him $7.62. But yeah, I'm gonna dip for 5 minutes, and then I'm actually gonna continue streaming some Final Fantasy Shadowbringers because I am now officially in the expansion.
Boy.
Yeah.
Congrats.
But thanks for coming out and playing, guys. Also, Euro, I'm so fucking angry at the things that have been happening in Shadowbringers. You have no idea. At least in the bridge content. I've been like, no. I just did a Gimlet Dark as well, and that's a really cool dungeon. I really liked Gimlet Dark.
True. Good
It's
dungeon.
really fucking cool. But yeah, in the meanwhile, thanks guys. I'll see you next week on the 24th.
Okay, sweet.
Got it.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a great one, guys. Always good seeing you.
Have fun.
Will do. Bye-bye.